You need to get your ass in the gym. All right. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. All right. Now, I'm somebody that goes to the gym consistently, so I can speak on this. I'm not somebody that is in bad shape. I'm in great shape. As you can see, I have a six-pack, so I'm somebody that can actually speak on this, all right? But this is bro to bro. This is bro to bro. If there's some ladies watching, this is bro to sis, all right? Get your ass in the gym, okay? Now, this video isn't for everyone, right? If you're in great shape, if you're jacked, if you're shredded, this video is not for you. This is for the person that is not in great shape, that is inconsistent when it comes to working out, and is inconsistent when it comes to exercising, okay? And if they were being honest and transparent with themselves, then they wish they had a better body, or they think y'all get what I'm saying, all right? So this is just gonna be a personal talk to that person, right? In hopes that I can motivate them and inspire them to get their ass up and go to the gym, all right? So your body tells a lot about yourself, okay? Your body is pretty much a report card in this sense, because your physique is not just about aesthetic, right? It's a public display of your relationship with yourself, okay? Every time you walk past a mirror, your body is showing you your standards. It's showing you your word. Like, do you keep your word with yourself? When you say you're going to do something, do you do that? Okay? It's showing you whether you can be trusted by yourself as well, because self-trust is important. So this isn't about vanity. This is about what your body represents, your standards, your self-respect, your self-love, your follow-through, okay? Your body doesn't lie. And I think sometimes for the people that may not be consistent in the gym and don't exercise consistently, sometimes it's something that they may like underplay, right? It's something that they may think that it's not really important. But I can tell you, like, when people look at you and people look at your body, there's a certain level of respect that you have for somebody when they're in great shape, okay? And there's a certain level of, familiarity, like when you're in great shape and you meet somebody else that's in great shape. It's like there's a automatic, some level of bond sometimes, right? So your body is important. Like, don't try to underplay it and undervalue it, right? And try to go back and forth in your mind and justify the fact that there's a reason why you're not in great shape, okay? So that's the first thing, okay? Now, the next thing is, like, most men think like the problem is motivation, time, or, habits. No, like, the real thing at the root of it is like being a person of your word, or being a man of your word. Because if you say, and sorry if my background noise is loud, sorry, they're doing some construction. But if you say you're gonna do something, if you made a New Year's resolution, even though I don't really like New Year's resolutions because they're focused on activity and not identity. But if you did make a New Year's resolution, say I'm going to go to the gym 4 days a week, and you stopped doing that, you did not keep your word, okay? And I get it, things happen, right? But that there has to be a certain standard that you hold with yourself, right? Now, here's what's happening on a deeper level when you skip the gym or you don't go, especially when you had the intention to go. Like, you made a promise to yourself, you broke that promise, and then you did it again and again and again, right? Now you've trained yourself subconsciously that your word to yourself doesn't mean anything, okay? And that bleeds into every area of your life. That bleeds into business, relationships, your confidence with women, right? A man who cannot command himself cannot lead anything, okay? Because a man has to be able to give himself a command and be able to follow it. Self-control and self-mastery and mastery over self is critical as a man, as a human being, but especially as a man and as a leader. Okay? Now, the next thing is it's a self-relationship problem, right? Most men will tell you the gym is about discipline, right? No, this is about your level of respect and love for yourself, right? Because if you truly loved yourself, if you had genuine self-respect for yourself, you would not repeatedly betray your own health and betray your own word to yourself. You would not continually break promises to yourself. Your relationship with self is the most important relationship that you'll ever have in life. And if you can't have a healthy relationship with yourself and keep your word to yourself and do the things that you say you're going to do to yourself, then how do you expect it to be able to do that in other relationships in your life? Right? Especially when you start building a family, when you start building a business, right? It bleeds into all of these different areas, right? The man who keeps skipping the gym doesn't have a laziness problem. He has a self-worth problem, right? Deep down, he doesn't believe he deserves the result, or he doesn't believe he's the type of man who follows through. So this comes down to self-image as well. Like who do you believe you are when nobody's watching? On a subconscious level, because you can never hide from your self-image. Okay? And this is why it's important to do the work and do the internal work so you can have a strong self-image and have a strong identity that will then impact your activity, your behavior, and your habits. Okay? Now, self-control is the foundation of masculinity. Right? A man should be able to give himself a command and execute it. That's it. That's the baseline. If you cannot do that with something as concrete as I'm going to the gym, what does that say about your ability to build a business, to lead a woman, to be trusted by other men, and to raise children? Okay? The gym is just where it shows up most visibly, right? But it leaks deeper and on a subconscious level. So it's not really about fitness. Like, I don't really go to, I like looking good. I like, being in shape. But that's not the complete reason I go to the gym, because there's plenty of times where I don't feel like going to the gym and I go just because of the self-respect, the self-love, the self-discipline that I have for myself. Okay? So what needs to happen moving forward is stop negotiating with yourself. Stop negotiating with mediocrity. Okay? Once you make the decision is made and you must follow the command. Okay? Now, start small, right? If you've read Atomic Habits by James Clear, you understand that, one of the rules of, habit and behavior change is make it easy, right? Don't start with a difficult goal. Start with something easy, right? Even if it's walking like 15 minutes a day, 20, 30 minutes a day, right? But build your way up. But you got to keep your word with yourself and understand it's deeper than fitness. It's deeper than your body, right? And I think that's where a lot of men go wrong. They undervalue it, okay? Now, 6 months from now, your body will tell a story. What story will it tell, right? What story are you writing? How long have you been telling yourself that you're going to get in shape, that you're going to get jacked, right? That you're going to get lean, and you have not kept your word, and you have not been consistent. This is just a wake-up call, bro to bro. Like, get your ass in the gym, get jacked, get shredded, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Getting in great shape has come with amazing benefits, I must say, right? But you never regret it. You'll never regret getting in great shape, getting more athletic, right? And looking better, right? There's so many different benefits. So I'll leave y'all on that. You know what you need to do, bro. Now it's all about executing. Much love. Until the next video. Peace, love, and abundance. Thanks for tapping in. I hope this message resonated.